In an unexpected turn of events, I find myself on a Harley Davidson LiveWire. It's like literally the sharpest rock I think I've ever seen. That out the road. What's up guys, Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing fantastic. So guys, welcome to Vlog Thursday. As always, if you like the channel, you like the video, you want to see this channel grow, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, throw me a comment. I answer all of the comments. Let's get to Vlog Thursday. So I'll be honest with you guys, I got a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about. I guess I should start first with a somber apology for missing Topic Tuesday this week. I do want to say that it's the first time I've missed a Topic Tuesday this season. And honestly, if I miss one video a quarter, I don't think I'm doing that bad. Man, my goal was not to miss a single video this year, but I mean, honestly, like one video a quarter is really not that bad. It's been kind of crazy. Like, I'm just really happy that you guys aren't like some channels like, where's my video? Where's my video? You guys are typically very understanding. Like I've said in countless videos, it's hard being a regular YouTuber, man. Like, you know, when it comes down to it, like it takes, you know, anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours from the start of a video to the end of the video to get it up on YouTube. I mean, every once in a while, I just don't have time for it. This week was just one of those times. Like, it's been raining a lot. I'm sure it's same for you guys just about everywhere across the country. It's been rainy and cold this spring slash it's actually officially summer now. I've been working non-stop. My typical schedule is anywhere from 48 to 72 hours a week anyway, and then I've been throwing anywhere from like 12 to like 30 hours of overtime on top of it. It's been hard, man. It's been hard to get out. It's been hard to make videos because it's like at the end of the day I might only have 1 or 2 days a week that are rideable, and then you turn around and it's like it's raining. Certain video that week just doesn't happen, you know. That's how things are, you know. I'm trying, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job, to be honest with you. It's my first video in an entire quarter that I missed, and then you turn around and then you come back to it, and you know what, next week there'll be a Topic Tuesday, don't worry. Yeah, but between balancing work, balancing overtime, balancing YouTube and a family life, trying to get 3 videos out a week, you know, I'm making it happen most of the time. You know, a 95% success rate, I think is still a success rate in my book. I got some errands to run today, and I think I might head down about 75 miles today to Fort Bragg Harley Davidson because they have a bike that I want to take a look at. I think I may have gotten a Harley Davidson down to where I want them. If you haven't been following the saga, I've been looking at a Harley Davidson Sportster Roadster to add for a second bike. I'm not replacing the 959, don't worry guys, it's here, don't worry. But I've been looking for a Sportster Roadster to add as a second bike to have a totally different dynamic on the channel, something I've never experienced before either. I first went into an unnamed dealership. I don't want to BS these people because honestly I think they're good people. They're just salesmen doing what salesmen do. They're just trying to upsell me on this bike, and like it's typically worth 11.5, 11.8, something around that range depending on your options. More slaloms, you know. And honestly, when it comes down to it, the first dealership that I went into, I was like, I don't care about the sticker price. What's the out the door price? And the guy's like, I got you, bro. We got you for $15K out the door, man, because we're buddies. And it's just like, no. It's kind of sheepish on the deal, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to tell him outright no. Here's my information. I knew full well I was going to get that Harley pestering. If anybody's ever gone into a Harley dealership and gave them your name and phone number, you know that their text messages afterwards are ridiculous, and their phone calls, they just pester nonstop. They're just like, buy the bike, you know? I don't know if you guys can see this, but my clock just switched over. It's 9:59. That's exactly what time it is. So anyway, like I was saying, it started at $15,000 out the door, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Gave them my number, knew that they were gonna pester me, whatever. Went about my business, and they have been calling and pestering me for like 2 months. They didn't know that I'm a total psycho that pays attention to VIN numbers and details like that. Anyway, so they didn't know that I pay attention to VIN numbers and stuff like that, and because I pay attention to VIN numbers, I've been able to ascertain that this bike is not moving off the floor, and it's been dead stock since like April. Anywho, this guy's been pestering me saying like, oh yeah, you know what, I talked to my boss, we got you a great deal, $14,000. Still not there, bro. You gotta try harder than that, right? Came back a little while ago, said 13. And I'm like, you know, I sent him a bunch of texts during that time, just basically like This bike is based on technology that's older than I am. You know, it's really only a $10,000 bike. I don't know where you guys get off trying to charge me $15,000. And you know, he's come back and said stuff like, don't plan on giving bikes away and stuff like that. And I'm just like, whatever. You know, in our last text message conversation, it was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna mark down that you are not in the market for a Harley Davidson. And I said, cool, God bless. And I just cut it. I cut the cord. And then he comes back with $12,250 for the bike, and I'm just like, you know what, honestly, that's actually kind of a fair price, considering that the bike's $11,800 because it's got options. So that's probably taxes, and that's it, to be honest with you. And they're gonna eat all the other charges. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad rate. So I'm giving serious thought to it. I'm still not sold. I told him I'd think about it. I got him down as low as I ever thought I could get him to go. And to be honest with you, I'm not even convinced that I even want the bike because I'm so turned off by the entire experience. So I'm letting him simmer. I don't really care if it sells. You know, if he like texts me back sometime soon and goes like, oh, hey bro, there's somebody in here looking to buy the bike, better hurry up. I'm just gonna be like, okay, sell it to him. No, I don't care. Man, I guess that's just kind of a lesson to buying bikes, you know? If you don't care whether or not you get it, you're probably gonna get a better deal. But I mean, that's like Bill Murray. Bill Murray always said things are better when you just don't care. And honestly, Bill Murray is the man. You know, head to the bank and cash a little bit of overtime checks. I've been like dealing with deadbeats like you wouldn't believe. I'm still owed like, I have like $1,300 worth of checks on me and I'm still owed like $2,500. People are just not paying. It's crazy. No wonder why people don't want to contract out and work your overtime. It's because you don't pay. I promise you, if you like actually paid people that you said you were going to pay, you probably wouldn't have any problems hiring a subcontractor. Get out of my way, Tiguan. You don't even know what lane you need to be in, Tiguan. Oh man, the brewing company closed. Man, I can't wait for all this COVID crap to be over so we can actually resume a normal life again. Like, I'm over it. I am lucky enough that my gym's finally opened up. North Carolina is one of like the last states to open up. I think it's all politics, to be honest with you, but I digress. Governor Cooper is basically holding all these small businesses hostage, and it's not cool. Not cool at all. I really hope I can go in. I'm kind of sick of using the ATM line on a motorcycle. I would like a shitty spot, please. I'll be right back, guys. What's up, Ike? God, she looks good. She's filthy, but that's just because she gets ridden. She gets some extra love, and I really hate this phone. Like, if I could, I'd go back to having an iPhone 7. This 10 blows. If you guys like alternative or punk rock, I highly recommend Iron Chic. Whew, just smacked the camera. Sorry, guys. I just smacked the crap out of you. I hope you're good. Oh, God. It's like a domestic violence situation. Woo! Man, best sounding bike in this parking lot. Coincidentally, also the only bike in the parking lot, but it'd still be the best sounding bike. Unless there was a V4. A Ducati V4. I like Aprilias. I think Ducati's got the sound on lock. I don't think there's a better sounding bike. Hands down, bar none. If you say anything different, you're wrong. I have no idea which way this GPS is going to take me, but it's probably along some death roads. I can't wait. It was so dumb. Like, to go into the bank, since I didn't have a face mask, I just put my helmet on. It's like, you know that's not helping anything, right? Are we aware of how dumb this is? That's literally not helping a single thing. I'm just so sick of it, man. The idiots have taken over. Having a conversation with a coworker of mine. We work a profession that's historically underpaid, so we get, you know, certain things kind of for free or a little bit off. And through one of our organizations that we work with, I can actually get free or cheap college. I was thinking about going back for a degree because, like, I don't know, not having a degree in this world, like, I've done fine. You know, obviously I'm riding around on an Italian superbike. It's almost paid off, but not having a degree right now is kind of like, I kind of have a chip on my shoulder about it. Because like, I see all these idiots out here, these just straight up morons, and like they have more education than I have, and I have to spoon feed them how to do simple tasks at work. How does this work out? And you know what? They get paid either slightly more or slightly less than I do, just based on their degree. And the only reason why I'd make more is because I have more years of experience. It's just like, man, this is rough. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I know with all the random education that I have for public safety that I could probably just, you know, use that, and then maybe a year in I'd have an associate's degree, and at least it'd be something. A little bit of my chip would be knocked off. I have a hardcore chip on my shoulder regarding it. Kind of thinking about going back to school, but then I hate school, man. Like, a few years back, like before I moved to North Carolina, I went back to school shortly, and that was for nursing, and I was getting A's. I was getting A's in nursing school. Like, I was 4.0 student, And the only reason why I went to nursing is because I was already a paramedic, so I already had that base medical knowledge, and it was like the easiest path to making like decent money. So like I decided to go to nursing school. You know, all the teachers were idiots. I felt like I was more experienced in the field than they were, you know, and it was just like I was hemorrhaging money and I wasn't learning anything. I just didn't want to do it anymore. So I ended up quitting after 2 semesters of pulling 4.0, you know, and it was probably a dumb decision. I mean, that could be like probably on a V4 with like a house right now if I would have stayed, but I probably would have been miserable. Things don't always equal happiness. This is the moral of the story on that one. But then I got to thinking, man, and it's like schools are weird now. Like when it comes down to it, you go to school, it doesn't reward, you know, inquisitive minds anymore. Like when you go to school, you're rewarded for being a little worker bee and shutting up and sitting down and just like, oh, we're gonna make you pay for all these stupid classes that you don't need, dumb things that you'll never use. And it's like you're not rewarded anymore for contributing and, you know, coming up with good ideas. It's just worker bees. That's all it is. They don't want anything else. They just want drones. And it's just like, it's not me. I am not a drone. If you guys knew me personally, you would know that I am not a drone. I kind of have a hard time following rules. I'm not big on the rules. I'm not a rule kind of guy. If I was a worker bee, I'd probably get picked apart by the queen. Just like, screw this guy. You started a union? These guys want fair wages? What the hell is this? But yeah, it's insane to me what schools have become. You know, I mean, yeah, there's still super intelligent people that go to school for a long time, you know, but those people like the masters and PhD candidates, they're basically teaching themselves at that point. You know, they're not really getting taught anything, but they're learning for themselves, you know. I'm not dogging anybody that has a degree. I'm really not. I'm glad you do it. I'm glad you made good life choices. To be honest with you, I'm happy for you, truly. But at the same point, like, I don't know really anybody in my side of the world is like actually in the field that they went to school for. Most people that I know got forced to go to school by their parents, learned nothing, accumulated anywhere from about like $20,000 to about $100,000 worth of debt, and are miserable. So I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. It would be nice to have a degree, but I think that time of my life has waved bye-bye. I don't want any part of it anymore. Funny enough, I was actually in a psychology class. I had just bought a brand new CBR 600RR. It was in the parking lot. I got up and I left, and that was it. That was it for me going to school. Though I did go to some public safety schooling afterwards, full days, 100%. But to be honest with you, you know, I don't think school's for me anymore. It'd be cool though. I'm en route to a dealership, guys. I will, since I only have one GoPro battery, I will see you guys there. All right, guys, looks like we're pulling in. I'm gonna go see if they have the bike that I want. I will keep you posted. In an unexpected turn of events, I find myself on a Harley Davidson LiveWire. This is weird. This is my first time on an electric bike. It feels good, man. I almost feel like I'm riding a supermoto. Oh, man. I feel like I'm riding a supermoto. There's no clutch. Really weird. Sounds like I'm riding a Tron bike. This is cool, dude. I can get used to this. I don't know about for like $30-some thousand though. Oh man, this is cool. Holy crap! This thing goes. Like, it's just immediate power. Off the rip. I mean, there's a little bit of take up on the throttle. It doesn't slam you back. It doesn't slam you back at all. You would think it would be like immediate throttle would be like almost constant, just like throwing you back, like you'd have to hold on, but it really eases you in. I mean, it's a beast when you get on the throttle, but it's not a beast off the line. You got a nice little hum to it, and then when you give it some gas, it sounds like a jet engine. Give it some gas. When you give it some throttle, there is no gas. If this guy really wants some, you gotta watch out for these Mustang drivers. The last thing I want to do is wreck a $30,000 Harley Davidson. This officially goes down as the most expensive motorcycle I've ever ridden. Mr. Turbo, you're gonna have to step your game up, my man. It's so flickable. Like, I'm sure this bike is every bit of 500 pounds. It doesn't feel like anything over 300. Like, it's super comfortable. Man, the only thing I can honestly say about this bike that I probably would not like is the fact that there's no noise. Nobody knows that you're around. That's the only negative thing I can think of for this bike right now. Man, this thing is smooth. I'll tell you what, that Mustang really wants to get in a wreck. Come on, let's give it some gas, bro. I guess he doesn't really want to push $60,000 worth of motorcycle right now, but man, I would love to just get on the freeway and just let this thing rip. Heartbeat's a little bit weird. Like, you can feel the bike at stops just kind of pulsing. Like, it's just like doot 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 doot, just to let you know that it's still on. Oh yeah. It's just immediate, just, dude. We were going probably 45 miles an hour. We just got up to 60. Like, it felt like a roller coaster. The acceleration on this motorcycle literally feels like a roller coaster. It feels like you were literally just going up a hill and then getting dropped off of a hill on a roller coaster. It's just, it's sudden, abrupt, but still very smooth. Very smooth still. Takes a good turn. Takes a good turn. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's every bit of 90 without even a little bit of a problem. 95 without even breaking a sweat. And it's just like you go from slow to fast. Just like no break in between, slow, fast. We were going slow, now we're going really fast. That's it. This thing is fun, man. Oh yeah. Are we gonna do some hoonigan stuff? Come on, man, let's do some hoonigan stuff. A little bit close to him. I'm not great at the Harley Davidson group ride, the Harley Bro group ride. But damn, that's in sport mode, so man, you can actually see out of the mirrors. That's weird. Oh yeah, 90. We go from 60 to 90, not even breaking a sweat, not even worrying about it, just immediately have power. Man, I want one now. It's so weird that there's no sound. Like, is this a video game? Is this real life? Am I now in Tron? What is going on? If you told me that this bike was a Harley Davidson, I would say you're lying. And this was just like Brand X, like you get to take a ride on this electric motorcycle. I would say that this is a Zero. I would say that it's a Kawasaki. I would not say that this is a Harley Davidson. It's so intuitive. Like, it does everything that you want it to do. It's super flickable. There's no delay in the throttle whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, it's so weird though. It's so weird how there's no delay in the throttle, but at the same point, it's so smooth. How can you do that? Like, I don't know how you do that. How are you so smooth, yet so blindingly ridiculously fast? The only bike I've ever seen that's this fast was a Ducati Panigale V4. And you at least had that sound. You had that sound around you. They're like, honestly, that sound would at least let you know that you were going fast. I mean, you might not know how fast you were going. You might think that you're going 80 and you're going 120. But at least you had a sound that you knew. This, deceptive. Deceptive all day. A riding position, man, it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. I can stay like this all day long. I know this guy is a Harley Davidson employee, and he's really trying to make sure that we're safe out here. But at the same point, I can't help but want him to just rip it. I mean, I guess not everybody is an experienced rider. Not everybody is a sport bike rider. He deals with a lot of cruiser guys and whatnot. But at the same point, like, man, I just wish we would get on it. I just want to take this thing up to its top speed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man. Talk about a toy. Talk about a toy, dude. This thing is so much fun. I mean, I know it's $31,000, but oh, if I could afford it, I'd get one. Man, I just want to see how fast it'll go. Man, this guy's a trip. That's one thing I will give it to Harley. They actually let people, they actually let people ride their bikes and have fun. I don't know of any other dealership. Ducati is one of them, but I don't really know of any other dealership that lets you just go and take out a $30,000 bike with no intentions of buying it. Oh my God. 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 That's 100. That's 100 without even trying. Holy crap. Without even trying, dude. Oh my God. That's 100 miles an hour Not even breaking a sweat. Thing's still just like, yeah, is that all you got? Is that all you got? Let's go faster, come on. Man, I don't think I've ever had this much fun on a motorcycle. Like, honestly, I don't think I've ever had this much fun on a motorcycle. This takes the cake. It's weird, like, you can accelerate, but I think the electronics has got it limited to the point where the wheel doesn't come up. You can just put all that power forward rather than transferring it in an upwards fashion, which means you would be slower. So, man, Harley, programming, A+. Oh, man. Oh, man, I like this guy. He actually wants to play now. Very nice. Very nice. I will give it to Harley Davidson. They know how to design a bike. It's chill though. Like, you can just around town this bike, but you can also just do stupid crap with it. You can around town this bike all day long, and then you can just straight up haul ass. Haul ass. Like, I have noticed that we're at like 56%. I think we started in the 60s. I think we were at 48 miles charged, and now we're at 44. So, in just a few minutes of riding, we've lost, you know, 5% of the charge. But if you're just around town in this bike, it doesn't really matter. I mean, worst case scenario, absolute worst case, you try to get one last trip on the thing, and you can't, and you got to plug it into a wall somewhere for like a half an hour. Go grab a Monster, and when you're done, your bike has enough charge to get you home. It feels heavy at stops, but when you move, it's just like, it lightens. It's like the shed's like half of its weight. Yeah, I would buy it. That's Paramoto's general thoughts on this bike. I would buy it if I had the money to buy it. But I don't have the money to buy it. I think just like a lot of things with Harley Davidson, it's priced itself out of the market, you know? $31,000, it's just too expensive. Too expensive for the rider that would get a kick out of this. Man, I just want to keep riding it though. I could ride this thing all day. I'm gonna hit this bump just to see how the suspension is. Perfect, the suspension's perfect, man. A little bit of rust, but it's not too bad. Around the exhaust that I'd probably change out anyway. There's rust on top of the spark plugs. I need some WD. Yep. Ooh, man, I'm crammed up on this one. I feel like my knees are in my chest. Doesn't sound terrible with a stock exhaust. It sounds better. This is what we came down here for. Got 3,300 miles. Shit's good. It's comfortable. I can definitely be on it for a while. I'm only in second gear right now. What in the world? I like this. I like this a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's in kilometers an hour right now. Ugh. Handles good. Having trouble finding the shifter. I'm like a normal Harley dude shifter. Clunk. It does pretty well, man. I'm like hitting my fingers on these mirrors though. I definitely have to do the switcheroo on it. Sounds good. That's neutral. I like it a lot. I don't know how much I like this Iron 883 seat on it though. A little bit weird. I'd rather have the normal Roadster seat. But I'm cruising in second gear right now. That's third. Second gear going whatever 72 kilometers an hour is. Gear indicator's actually showing what the right gear it is. Yeah, man. I can hang out on this thing for a minute. Man, I keep on like hitting my fingers on these freaking mirrors though. I have a distinct feeling on this bike that honestly I would not be able to stop nearly as fast as my bike, my PANIGALE 959. But it pulls, man. It pulls off the line just fine. Like this bike, I don't like being next to this truck, let's hurry up. The thing about these bikes is that they're not meant to go fast. They're meant to be comfortable. You know, and everything that people dog on Harleys, like, oh, they're slow. Oh, they're slow. Oh, they're just heavy pigs. And it's like, bro, they're not meant to be fast. They're not meant to be light. a heavy bike is better for freeway miles, you know? And it's like, but to sit here and dog a bike for what it's intended to be, I mean, it's like saying, you know, a girl's ugly for not being blonde. It's like, well, people like brunettes too. The rider triangle is good, dude. I mean, I'd tell you what, I had to almost get off of my Panigale like 3 times in like the 70 miles down here. Okay, there's some hard stopping. Okay, it'll stop. It'll stop, guys. I mean, it's got dual disc front brakes, so it'll stop for sure. Big corners, man. Although I'm having a hard time finding neutral and second gear. I guess you don't really have a second gear indicator. I mean, you got this giant gear indicator. I'm looking for a green light. You don't need a green light. You have a gear indicator, dude. It needs positives like, ugh, shifts. I mean, my Panigale was like that too at first. Like, it would not like to be, you know, short shifted at all. But I guess one of the positives, you know, we're talking about $12,000 versus 9, you know, straight up just less money, and also the 1,000-mile service is already done, so that's less money that I have to spend later on too. I'll say there are some scratches on this bike that kind of throw me off. I don't really like. Let's see if I can find neutral this time. Okay, so we have nothing on the gear indicator. We're in no man's land on the gear indicator. Our HD gear indicator has no idea what gear we're in. It seems to need to be going fast before it picks up what gear we're in. It doesn't like clutchless shifting. But yeah, other than that, dude, it's a little clunky. I will say that. It's a little bit clunky, but that's fine. It doesn't like turns in second gear. It wants to go faster than that, which is positive. On the freeway, I know 100 kilometers an hour is 60, and we're going about 60 in third gear. All this BS that the Roadster can't do highway speeds. We're doing highway speeds right now in 4th gear. And now we're in 5th. There are no other gears, but I don't feel like at 60 miles an hour that this bike is struggling one bit. And the thing is, this thing redlines at 6,000 RPMs. We're at halfway. This is typically where I hang out anyway on my Panigale. Yeah, I mean, you're not doing 80 on the freeway and chilling there for all day long, but most freeway speeds aren't 80. Definitely feels very stable. Not getting pushed around at all. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. It's chill. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for chill. I'm not looking for something that's going to push me like, hey, go faster. Hey, go faster. Hey, you need to go faster. I'm looking for something that's just like, hey, man, let's hang out. Let's ride, you know? And I'm kind of like, I'm sick of looking over my shoulder every single time I rip the throttle. You know, on this bike, you're not going to be doing that. You're not going to be ripping the throttle all day long. That's not what this bike is for. But right now, we're in 5th gear. Doing fine. But I'm having a good time on this bike. It definitely needs an exhaust. It needs an exhaust for sure. It looks like it's seen a lot of time out in the sun. Got some scratches. But not everything has to be new. No, you don't always have to have the new. Looks like the GoPro's going to die. I don't have any other batteries with me. That's my bad. So if you guys are cut off here, we'll probably end this when I get back home.